All of the Spurs team news for the Boxing Day clash against Crystal Palace at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Antonio Conte has said that the Premier League meeting on Thursday was a waste of time. Reports are stating that a whole host of Spurs players could leave in the January transfer window, and Antonio Conte is demanding a centre-back and a right winger in the January transfer window. And reports are also stating that Spurs are eyeing a trio of free transfers. Welcome back to the channel and Merry Christmas to you all. In today's video, I'll be going through all of the latest Tottenham news, all of the rumours and all of the reports. If you don't subscribe to the channel as yet, please do hit that subscribe button and also click that notification bell where YouTube will notify you every single time I upload a new video. Just before I get into today's video, make sure that you download the OneFootball app for all of the live football scores, results and news, as well as getting all of the latest Spurs news on this channel. You can also see it all here. Download the OneFootball app to keep up to date with everything Tottenham Hotspur, club news, transfer news, match information, videos, tables and results from all around the world. Don't miss out, and please do let me know what you think of this app. Let's start today's video by talking about the team news for our next Premier League game, which of course is in 2 days' time on Boxing Day against London rivals Crystal Palace, 3 p.m. kickoff. Antonio Conte said there are no fresh injuries after the West Ham game. Romero and Sessegnon are still injured, and until now, no bad news. We are preparing for the game against Crystal Palace. It will be a difficult game, and don't forget, away we lost 3-0 earlier on in the season, and we know we face a really good team. We must be ready to play well, and try and get the 3 points. Spurs head coach Antonio Conte was also asked in his press conference ahead of this game against Palace, are there any new cases of COVID-19 amongst the Tottenham Hotspur staff and players? Antonio Conte responded with the following: no, we don't have any new cases of COVID. All of the players are back in training. Now, my thoughts on Antonio Conte's comments there. Absolutely delighted that there are no more COVID issues at Tottenham Hotspur Football Club, and Antonio Conte now has all of the players back in training. Absolutely brilliant news. Now, I feel very, very confident going into this Boxing Day clash against Crystal Palace. Of course, it is going to be a very, very busy week. Crystal Palace on the 26th, Southampton away on the 28th, and then, of course, Watford away on the 1st. But I'm sitting here making this video believing that we are going to get 9 points out of 9 in those 3 games, because I'm feeling very, very confident. He has given players opportunities in this last week or so against Liverpool and West Ham, and every single player he's given an opportunity to, they have grabbed it. He has got the players playing. As I keep saying, he is energised all of these players, energised all of the staff members, and energised all of us Tottenham Hotspur fans. So we are now feeling confident again going into every single game, thinking that we can get the 3 points. So feeling very, very confident. I'm going to go for a 2-0 Spurs win on Boxing Day. Please do let me know your score prediction in the comment section below. On Friday morning, it was announced by Tottenham Hotspur Football Club that our Premier League encounter against Crystal Palace on Boxing Day will now be televised live by BT Sport. There is no change to the 3 p.m. kickoff at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. BT Sport requested to broadcast our fixture following the postponement of their scheduled 12:30 p.m. match between Liverpool and Leeds United. Now for some Tottenham Hotspur women news. Rhian Skinner and Jessica Naz have both been nominated for December's Barclays FA Women's Super League monthly awards. Rhian is shortlisted for Manager of the Month, while forward Jessica Naz is up for both the Player of the Month and Goal of the Month. If you'd like to see Jessica Naz and Rhian Skinner win these awards, do get involved, because fan votes do help to decide the winner. The links are below. Voting closes at 12 noon on Monday, the 27th of December. A report has just been published by Sky Sports, and they are stating that Tottenham Hotspur head coach Antonio Conte says he felt as though Thursday's meeting with the Premier League was a waste of time. Player welfare and fixture list congestion were among those big concerns of managers and coaches heading into a special meeting with the Premier League on Thursday. When Antonio Conte was asked how the meeting went, he said, I have to be honest, I think it was a meeting where we tried to speak and some coaches tried to speak and ask about solutions. But I think that everything was decided, and I think yesterday was a wall. And for this reason, also, I don't want to go into the discussion. Antonio Conte was asked, was the meeting a waste of time? He replied with, I think so, because when you have a wall in front of you, you can ask and speak about what you want, but every decision was taken. Conte then went on to say, it is not easy for us, it is not easy for the teams to play after only one day. It's not simple. You have to manage the situation very well because the risk of losing players to injury. You have to pay great attention, especially my team. Don't forget, we have had half of the squad out with COVID. When you get COVID, then you have to live with the situation for 2 or 3 weeks after you are finished with COVID. Conte then added, if there is someone that has a bit of fatigue, it will be very important to have a good chat with the players because we have to manage this period. Now, as we all know, in the last couple of weeks, many Premier League games have been postponed. 2 have already been postponed for Boxing Day. In this report from Sky Sports, it states clubs have been told that they must provide the following information when applying for a game to be postponed. Details of players and staff who have COVID, their vaccination status, and if known, the source of their infections. Players and staff unavailable through injury and illness. Players on the squad list who are still available, including approximately experienced under 21 players, and medical information to verify status of each unavailable player, which will be reviewed by the Premier League's medical advisors. Now, my thoughts on this, and as I said earlier, it is going to be a very busy 7 days for Spurs, playing on the Boxing Day on the 26th, playing 2 days later on the 28th, and then playing 4 days later on the 1st at Watford. It is all about how teams cope with this situation now and how good their squad depth is, and it is all about now us seeing how good our squad is, because in the last week or so, as I said earlier, against Liverpool and West Ham, a lot of the fringe players who don't get that much Premier League game time, stepped up to the mark and took their opportunity. And I'm expecting and hoping that they do just that in all of these 3 games, because it is going to be impossible to expect some players to play all 3 games in 7 days, especially with the amount of COVID-19 issues we have had in recent weeks. So the games due to take place on Boxing Day are as follows. Burnley against Everton, Manchester City against Leicester, Norwich will take on Arsenal, Spurs against Crystal Palace, West Ham will take on Southampton, Aston Villa v Chelsea, and Brighton against Brentford. The 2 games that have been postponed on Boxing Day are Liverpool against Leeds and Wolves against Watford. On Monday the 27th, Newcastle will take on Manchester United. Going into Boxing Day, Tottenham Hotspur are 7th in the Premier League. We have played 15, we have won 8, we have drawn 2, we have lost 5. We have a goal difference of -1. We have 26 points. A win on Boxing Day against Crystal Palace could take us as high as 5th. A report has just been published by the Daily Express, and they are stating that Tottenham eyeing exciting trio of free transfers, including Chelsea star Antonio Rudiger. The report states that Tottenham are eyeing up bargains in the transfer window. Antonio Conte is preparing to make his mark on the transfer front as Spurs eye up deals for a trio of exciting talents. 3 high-profile free agents, including that of Chelsea's Antonio Rudiger, are being lined up. And according to ESPN, the North Londoners are targeting a number of high-profile free transfers as Antonio Conte looks to reshape the squad and push for the club's first piece of silverware since the League Cup back in 2008. Sources suggest that Chelsea centre-back Rudiger is one of the options being targeted by Tottenham as his contract standoff rumbles on. The German defender's current deal expires in the summer. He could depart Stamford Bridge on a free transfer in June, with a January move appearing less likely. 2 other stellar names who are set to become free agents in the summer and also have caught the eye of Tottenham are Napoli forward Lorenzo Insigne and Barcelona winger Ousmane Dembele. Both are yet to commit to new deals beyond next summer, and their respective clubs could look to cash in the new year, particularly in the case of Barcelona. In the report today from the Daily Express, it says, with a Tottenham squad overhaul anticipated following a somewhat stuttering start to the season, Fiorentina's Nikola Milenkovic is believed to be a more realistic defensive target, and the club are long-term admirers of Norwich right-back Max Aarons. Speaking earlier this month, Antonio Conte played down talk of January arrivals but admitted his desire to build something important at Spurs. He said, "I didn't talk about January or the way to improve the team. I repeat, I'm here because I have great enthusiasm, great patience to start a new work with Tottenham. If I'm here, it's because I want to build something important with the club. I know at the moment we're a bit far from the top clubs, but we need to work to improve the situation." Now, my thoughts on the January transfer window, and it opens in just 1 week, so we are not very far away from it at all. I know a lot of Tottenham Hotspur fans who are expecting us to, sign a whole host of players, a whole handful of players. I don't believe that. I think that we would have done very well if we signed 1 or 2 new additions in January. I think it's going to be very difficult, to get real quality players in January. I think the real big business will be done in the summer, and that's why I think that Antonio Conte is really concentrating on improving the players that he's got at the moment, working with what he's got. 1 or 2 additions in January, I think that, could really improve us and, get the real big business done in the summer. Antonio Conte loves a pre-season. This is his first time in his managerial career that he's ever taken over a club mid-season because pre-season is so important to him. So I think that if he brings in a number of additions in the summer, the pre-season is very important, as I've said. And next season, I think that we all will be very, very excited about what Antonio Conte and this Tottenham Hotspur squad with new additions can achieve. Another report has been published by the Daily Express, and they are stating that the likes of Dele Alli, Stephen Bergwijn, Joe Rodon, Harry Winks and Davinson Sanchez could be allowed to leave in the January transfer window. And according to The Guardian, Antonio Conte has demanded a centre-back and a right winger in the January transfer window to kick-start Tottenham's season. Now, of course, we are through to the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup after beating our London rivals West Ham on Wednesday evening in the quarter-finals 2-1. We will now face Chelsea. Well, dates have now been set for both legs of our Carabao Cup semi-final against our London rivals. The first leg will be held at Stamford Bridge on Wednesday, the 5th of January. Kick-off time will be 7:45. The second leg will be held at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium on Wednesday, the 12th of January. Kick-off time also 7:45. Both legs will be televised live in the UK on Sky Sports. Now, my thoughts on the Carabao Cup 2022. I've got a good feeling about this. Antonio Conte would go down as a Tottenham Hotspur legend if he can get a trophy in Tottenham's cabinet so early on in his Tottenham Hotspur career. To beat West Ham the way that we did, on Wednesday night, fantastic. I'm just hoping that, having beaten West Ham, if we go on to beat Chelsea, can you imagine getting Arsenal in the final of the Carabao Cup and then beating them? I tell you what, it would just shut up every single rival fan about, Tottenham Hotspur not winning trophies. I've got a good feeling about this trophy. Of course, we got to the final in April when we played Manchester City. We lost the game 1-0. It was a very, very poor game. But we've got to end this trophy drought very, very soon. Of course, the last trophy that we won, 2008, it is far too long. So let's hope that Antonio Conte can guide Tottenham to success in February 2022.
Thanks, Chris, and hello to everybody watching. I'm Bill from Football Prizes. I'm just here to tell you about the weekly Spurs prizes that we run on the site. Some of our previous Spurs prizes range from the likes of signed shirts and boots and mounts from players such as Harry Kane, Son Heung-min and Lucas, right through to club legends like Paul Gascoigne and Jurgen Klinsmann. You can watch the live draws on our Facebook page, and you can go on our site and see the previous Spurs winners as well as what prizes we have to offer at www.footballprizes.co.uk.
Thanks for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do let me know all of your thoughts and comments in the comment section below on everything I've spoken about in today's video. If you don't subscribe to the channel as yet, please do hit that subscribe button and also click that notification bell where YouTube will notify you every single time I upload a new video. Have a lovely day tomorrow, a Merry Christmas, stay safe and well, come on you Spurs.